open. This is a live look from Alderwood Mall in Linwood, where stores are back to full capacity for the first time in more than a year.
In fact, it's been a little more than 15 months since Governor Inslee first issued his stay home, stay healthy order to stop the spread of the pandemic. Today, he was front and center celebrating the lifting of most restrictions. We have team coverage on the reopening tonight, starting with KOMO's Michelle Esteban and the impact it's already having on tourism. Michelle?
Hi, Eric. Well, what I found out is those tourists, they didn't wait. They booked those reservations back in May. Now, of course, we still have a long way to go, but I got to say, today, Seattle got off to a good start. If you want to know if tourists are finding their way back to Seattle, check out the Space Needle and the waterfront. It's been buzzing for a Wednesday.
The phone's just ringing off the hook. The email inbox is full.
Joey LaMarche, co-owner of Sailing Seattle, is booked solid back-to-back sales on the Sound.
People are just ecstatic. We're all kind of emailing each other the last few days, just going, finally it's here, finally we're open. Right?
For 30 years, they've been setting sail from Seattle's waterfront. The pandemic nearly took the wind out of their sails. They made just enough money to launch this summer.
I mean, last year wasn't just a struggle for us. It was a struggle for every small business down here.
Everybody is ready to go. So what we're seeing right now is a lot of leisure visitors from the region, from around the country. And I think that's what's going to kind of propel us.
Tom Norwalk, president of Visit Seattle, says when the governor announced in May we'd reopen today, the city saw an instant spike in reservations. But he warns, be patient. Staffing takes time to hire and to train.
Many have elected not to totally sell out because they don't have the staff to really accommodate that.
He's talking about hotels, which in the city's core saw occupancy rates of 17% during COVID in July. This July, they're projecting 61%. Norwalk says it's likely it'll take a year and a half to get back to pre-pandemic levels.
Reopen, activity comes first. Certainly employment comes back. It will grow.
It's been 2 years since we've done anything fun.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I recommend everybody come.
Cruises set sail July 19th, and that'll be a boost. Conventions are booking Seattle for the summer. With those conventions and cruises, Sailing Seattle anticipates sold-out sailings and sailing right out from under the pandemic.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Back out here live, another popular attraction. The tourists are on there right now, although the wheel's not moving. The city, Visit Seattle, other partners have really been working since February to figure out how to draw people back to the city. And it's not just tourists. They want the locals to get back down here as well. Something you're going to see throughout the entire city starting in July is what they call Welcome Back Weeks. All these special events that they're planning, from adult happy hours in the park to concerts to food trucks, you name it. Keep an eye out for them. The big idea to try to get people back to the city. Reporting live, I'm Michelle.
Well, it means no more plexiglass barriers, no more social distancing markers on the ground, no more face masks. A lot of businesses I talk to say they are ecstatic about moving forward, and others say when it comes to returning to normal, they're going to take it nice and slow. At Belden Cafe in Bellevue, you can grab a specialty latte and know that some of the proceeds go to a good cause, like a local charity. They're making a strong comeback after being closed for nearly 2 months during COVID.
So we actually rallied the whole community to support us.
To reopen at 100% capacity is great news for many businesses.
We are excited because economically we really need this.
But Belden Cafe is taking it slow to be safe.
Realistically, I don't think we are going to go 100% overnight right away. For the whole team, we're going to still require everybody to wear a mask.
At True Fusion Gym in Lincoln Square, yoga classes and others are underway.
We were shut down for 14 months.
The business is ecstatic that Washington State is fully reopened again.
We opened up April 19th at 25%, 6 feet between each client with masks, and now we're open up 100%.
On this day where the full reopening is official.
We actually just removed all the little dots that were 6 feet apart.
To be able to take down the barriers today between the booths and kind of breathe again is just a really lovely feeling.
Just around the corner, Central Bar and Restaurant also removed COVID safety barriers and will resume 100% capacity dining indoors. And patrons are 100% behind the move.
Yay. It just really feels good that we've been through it, got through it. We're going to be okay. I had COVID, spent 7 days in the hospital, and it just feels great.
Right, the main area where all this is going to be taking place in the impact here are places like Harmon on Pack Avenue, where all the tables are now fully open, the bar is fully open, but some of the patrons are still going to be a little bit reticent.
And so now we've got our bar stools back here, and then we have more tables in this area, and it feels more like a bar now.
Restaurant manager Nathan Vaughn showing us the biggest difference in the full reopening. Bars and bar stools are back, and tables no longer have to keep wide separation. Masks are not required except for those unvaccinated, but even some of those who are vaccinated are still cautious.
I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm a little nervous sometimes if it's too crowded, but right now it's not so bad. But I'm still wearing a mask sometimes, not in a restaurant, but I know that there's a variant.
Governor's goal was 70% initiating vaccination for those 16 and older. The governor says we hit 69%. With today's full reopening, though, does that cause a loss of momentum?
Is there a concern that this is going to send the wrong message, that we're giving up the fight?
I think Washingtonians understand that COVID is still a threat. We do have the 8th highest vaccination rate in the nation, so we're doing relatively well on our vaccination rate. But they have heard the science that these new variants are out there, and we can't let them come back, and so increasing the vaccination rate is important to us. If they're watching, we're ready, and we are open. Go Washington, all right.
The governor was in Tacoma for a celebration marking the full reopening of the state, where we saw we haven't witnessed since the pandemic began. Large gatherings with people hugging. But the day comes with a reminder.
And remember, just because we're celebrating the opening of Washington State does not mean that COVID is over. So today, you can even at this celebration get your vaccine today. We are at 50% Tacoma, but we can do better.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Johnson from KOMO News. Thanks for checking out the KOMO YouTube channel. You can see more of our videos right here by clicking on the video links for more news from the Seattle area and all of Western Washington. And don't forget to click the subscribe button below so you don't miss our YouTube updates.